Alexis, thank you for joining us. I do want to start with a more difficult question because I think there's a long list of things that he's doing wrong. But is there anything that he is doing right or that is voting in his favor in this case as he's on the stand?
No, I don't think so. I think that it was wrong for him to be put on the stand, as well as I really don't think that this is helping at all. His testimony, I mean, some of it is just egregious. I mean, he's shaking her after he has basically killed her. And then it doesn't seem like a lot of care that is being given under these circumstances. And the way he's saying it is very, very matter-of-factly.
Yeah, there's not a lot of emotion except for that time that he seemed to break down. He's gotten there a few times, and it seems like his lawyer makes sure to highlight it for the jury that he's getting emotional. So I noticed some things he said about the 6 guns in the van being his, registered to him. And he admits that his wife was just a fairly novice at best with firearms. He also said right before the shooting, probably in the moments before he actually got onto the bed, which is what he said precipitated this, he said she was just laying there. All of these things, I think, is going to just go against him if a jury is thinking he's supposed to be talking about reasonable fear. Did you hear anything in that moment between her yelling at him and then him pulling the trigger where he could say that I feared for my life?
Other than him saying that once he's prompted, I'm not hearing it. He's saying he climbed over her, she hit him. Then later he said after he shot her, he slid off the bed. So that seems inconsistent to me. As well as he's the whole time in response leading up to this, there's no testimony that he was in fear even leading up to it except for that one moment that he's saying. Matter of fact, he's saying that he calmly, which I'm not believing, is saying to her, no hitting, like she's a dog or a small child, no hitting in response. That's not really indicative of someone that's in fear for their life.
Oh, yeah, we've heard nothing from him about being bad at yelling at her, cursing at her, ever putting his hands on her. He has been the most calm and perfect husband, if you believe what he is saying on the stand. Stand by, Alexis. We have to get to a break. We'll get you back in. Let's bring in our legal analyst standing by, trial attorney Alexis Rosenberg. Alexis, I know you already said he should not have taken the stand in this case, but tell me about the difference between already what is a problematic situation inside of this van, but now we're talking about his actions afterward. How badly does that exacerbate things in the mind of a jury?
I think this is bad. I mean, he's giving testimony. It almost sounds like he's talking about a romance novel here. There's a French press. There's a sunset. He's taking a casual walk with the dog. He's having brunch with his sister. There is a dead body in this very small space, this van. I mean, he's just going on with a casual day. And then he's saying that he doesn't tell his sister because the sister didn't want to know about their drama. There's no their drama anymore. She's dead.
No drama. This is a killing, a murder, according to the prosecution. Let's talk about what's going to happen next once this defense is done. One of our Twitter followers, Twitter X rather, Stuart Guy, said that Cross is going to be make mincemeat of this guy. Your thoughts on what you should do as a prosecution when you are heading into Cross?
This is going to be a bloodbath. I mean, it is. The prosecutor, this is a cakewalk for the prosecutor. They're going to go in and they're going to take apart everything he says, and they're also going to emphasize that he's going on with a casual day. They're going to get into the nitty-gritty about inconsistencies that he may have made during comments to the friend, as well as when he had the police interview. That police interview is going to come out, and they are really going to get into the nitty-gritty of that.
Oh, yeah. I am looking forward to seeing if they are able to bring in any of his own text messages, because I'm not buying the way that he says he presented as a husband in this relationship. Alexis Rosenberg, thank you so much for joining us.